Welcome, everybody. I'm Joe from the Game House. Today we'll be doing a 2025 NFL mock draft for the Indianapolis Colts. All right, the Indianapolis Colts are up in our 2025 NFL mock draft series here at the Game House. We're doing a mock draft before and after free agency for every NFL team. Before we get to the 2025 NFL draft, we'll be using the NFL mock draft database simulator because it meshes big boards from across the internet together to make their own big board, and we'll be rejecting all trades as we go along. The Colts are on the clock at pick number 14, a team that's kind of feels like they're in the middle ground here. You have Anthony Richardson. How far do you want to go with him? Not a lot of holes on this team, though. They could use some more impact players. But we'll have to see how that pans out for them and what they're going to do. For this pick, it could go Will Johnson based on value. Could go Tetaroa McMillan, just to give another weapon for Anthony Richardson. Could go Tyler Warren, tight end out of Penn State. That's a popular pick in mock drafts. Could go Jalen Walker, who some people, I think Dave Brugler has him as like the number 3 prospect. Very good player out of Georgia. Malachi Stark's another good candidate. I'm going to go Tyler Warren, the tight end out of Penn State. Anthony Richardson's the quarterback for next year, probably. Got to get him as many weapons as possible. Warren had a very good season where he lined up everywhere for them, even at center one play, played Wildcat quarterback too. I think he could be a very good impact player for the Colts. Next pick, let's go Nick Emanwari, a bigger safety to help the back end of that defense. Some people have kind of moved him up in the first round of NFL mock drafts. I'm not sure I really see that. I think, it's tough for safeties to kind of get that first round billing. Malachi Starks will probably get that, but I'm not sure there's two guys. Probably could have waited and gotten Xavier Watts. That would have been big help here, but we just didn't know how that was going to play out. Next pick up, I am going to go with a need that they don't have on here, at least in the intermediate rounds here. Let's go Carson Schlesinger, the linebacker out of UCLA. He's moving up draft boards as we speak. Linebacker play wasn't as good as it has been for the Colts last season. They have a new defensive coordinator in Lou Anarumo, who might want to get his own guy in there. Carson Schlesinger paid his dues and at UCLA finally got to be productive this past season. So I think that could be a good fit for them, and we'll see how it pans out. But we could have taken Barrett Carter here as well, so maybe waiting for both those positions would have been the best call. Let's go this next pick. Let's go with Denzel Burke. He had flashes in his career. He got burnt a little bit too much this year, but in the middle rounds, I think getting another guy, Juju Brents got hurt last year. Getting another guy who could possibly be a corner fit for you is not a bad idea. And more linebackers that we could have taken here, 3 in a row. That could have helped. Would have liked to get another edge rusher for them at this point. Definitely some guys on the table. I think at this rate, I mean, could go Oladejo. Let's go Oladejo out of UCLA. I just get another rotational pass rusher for you. I again would have liked to get someone earlier. Maybe they can do that in free agency to help out this team. But getting more pressure on the quarterback is definitely something they need to do in 2025. All right, so one of the last picks that they have 191 and 234. Might need a wide receiver. Alec Pierce, I believe, is in free agent. So let's go Pat Bryant, the wide receiver out of Illinois. Again, a guy who got more, I guess, stock up during the season, but I guess since the season maybe going down a little bit. But a guy who's a bigger receiver who can kind of stretch the field a little bit as well. So I do think that he could kind of fill a role that Alec Pierce did have filled. All right, with the last pick in the draft for the Colts, of course. Uh, Let's go Connor Colby, the interior offensive lineman out of Iowa, a guy that a lot of people liked early on in his career and kind of flamed out a little bit, I guess we could say. Not didn't have the best finish to his career, but I think it could develop into a starting guard at the NFL level, even as a late round pick. All right, so let's go back through this draft for the Indianapolis Colts. We're gonna get Tyler Warren, the tight end out of Penn State, extremely productive, versatile tight end who had a very good year this past year. Safety, Nick Emanwari, the safe out of South Carolina, bigger safety, but has good athleticism. I think could be a fit to start from day one for the Colts. Linebacker Carson Schlesinger, new defensive coordinator Lou Anarumo. Linebackers didn't play all that well last year, and a guy who paid his dues and I think could be an impact linebacker who's rising up boards. Denzel Burke, the corner out of Ohio State, with the next pick at 116. Olafemi Oladejo, the edge out of UCLA. Pat Bryant, the wide receiver out of Illinois. And Connor Colby, the interior offensive lineman out of Iowa. So let me know what you think of this mock draft down in the comments below. We'll be doing more mock drafts for every NFL team, so stay tuned for your team as we go through this. Once before free agency, once after. For now, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.